Hey, this is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead, and welcome to day 49 of our 100-day juice feast.
Alright, so that's 7 weeks completed today, which is great. Pretty much almost at the halfway mark tomorrow. We've both made our transition. Well, I've made my transition onto all the alkalizing foods now that I'm juicing, and Victoria is having to make her own juices now. Because up until now I've been making all the juices, well 99% of them, and how was that?
Yeah, it was, I had this resistance to doing it, and then I realised that if I didn't do it I wasn't going to get a juice, so then I thought, okay, I'm going to have to do it.
I did offer actually, didn't I?
I did.
Yeah. But I'm making so much juice every day that to just make different juices as well, guys, that's a lot of work, so Victoria has to share some of the workload now. So first of all, check out, this is what I had for my breakfast.
What we got here is some tomatoes, we've got some cucumbers, we got coriander, got some green apples, also got some spinach, carrots, and also got some celery here. So I'm just going to juice all this now, and that's a great alkaline juice drink. Just a little bit of sweetener in there, a couple of carrots, a few apples, give that bit of sweetness. The tomatoes will also give it a nice taste there as well.
So there's apples in that juice, and today is my last day of having any apples or any sweet fruits. So from now on it's only the alkalizing fruits, like cucumber, lemon and lime will be in there a little bit maybe. What else? Tomato. Also avocados as well. Also avocados. Because I'm not having any sweet fruit, I'm blending up an avocado a couple of times a day, and then putting that in with my juice drink and mixing it all up. And that will be, you know, because if I'm not getting sweet fruit, then I need something else. So the avocados will do that. Something I wanted to talk about today was this morning my sister, who is a shiatsu therapist, she gave me a treatment, and because I got a shoulder injury back in January, and I was doing an exercise. I was doing a workout, and I was doing an exercise where just something which went ding in my shoulder. And it's been 7 months now, and still I've got some discomfort there. It's still not at full power, and you know what I want to talk about is symptoms and causes are quite often different, and they're also that there's many levels to health and healing, and so that's why, you know, people get confused thinking, you know, their way is the way, and they've seen the way to health and healing and everything. But there's many different levels, and it's good to be able to see that we are these multi-dimensional beings, and we live in this, you know, multi-dimensional matrix as well, and there's different levels to health and healing, and different things work at different times for different reasons, and there's always what comes up on the surface is only the symptom and not the root cause. So to regards with healing, for example, when I had it would have been very easy for me to think doing that exercise hurt my shoulder, but that's only what triggered it. You know, doing the exercise triggered the shoulder injury, but it wasn't actually the exercise that caused it. There's many other factors, and so, you know, when I look back in January, there's so many other factors that were going on where, you know, there was a lot of there was some stress there was some uncertainty. It wasn't a great month, you know. I just wasn't feeling very good that month because of all sorts of things that were happening in my environment at the time. Also as well is I went through a craving for chocolate, so I was having chocolate nearly every day at that stage as well. So when my sister gave me the treatment this morning, she was checking the shoulder out, pushed a few things, and I was like, yeah, that's it. She says, okay, that's your small intestine. It's like, okay, so she says, oh yeah, that's the meridian, starts up here, moves through here, comes all the way around and goes into there, into the shoulder here. And that is the small intestine meridian. So then she goes, okay, well that's the fire element. And you know, so there's obviously some sort of issue there with your small intestine. I'm like, okay, yeah, so my diet wasn't as good, wasn't as clean as it could have been back then. There was these other environmental issues going on as well back then. These other issues happening in my life, lifestyle issues. And so that was like deeper underlying causes. So it's not really the shoulders so much, it's more the intestines and what caused these things. And so then says, okay, well, treatment for this is have more, what was it?
Ginger.
No, it's ginger for the lungs.
Oh.
Chili. More spicy things. More spicy things for the fire, and to give you more fire maybe. So okay, so I'm adding a bit of chili into my juices to just give me a bit more of that now. And then for my lungs, I was having a little bit of like flaky skin around my ear the last few years, and in the past I've had lung issues, have had asthma in the past and everything. So with my lungs, she says, oh yeah, well that's metal. That's the element of metal. So food wise, you know, have ginger. So with that as well, the flakiness around the ears, you might think, okay, well that's a problem around the ears or with the ears. But no, that's connected with the lungs. So everything is connected in different ways. And what we see as the symptoms isn't what we think is the cause, isn't the cause at all. It is the symptom. And when we look deeper, we can find out all these different things that are connected. So I'm going to put more ginger. I'm going to put ginger in my juices to help with the lungs as well. So there's all these different things that contribute to illness, to injuries, to dis-ease, and it really, when you look at the root, it's emotional. It's our emotions that really, if you go to the deeper causes these things. And even when we have accidents where we fall or something and we think, oh, we hurt ourselves because we fell, but there's even a deeper emotional issue that's attached to that, because, and if we look back what we were feeling, what we were thinking when we had the accident, that's really the deeper cause of it, and not so much the accident that we had. And we'll find that when we had the accident, what was affected was if we hurt our back or our shoulder or our knee, you know, that is connected to, just say it's the knee, that's connected to pride, or you know, the behind the back, that's maybe some fear or something like that. So it's all connected to the emotions. Is that making sense?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, great. So hope that's making sense to you. And just to look past the symptoms, past the symptoms, and look at the deeper causes. And quite often we'll find, if we really look down deep, we'll find that it's emotional. It's emotional. Even when we have an accident, we're not being present. We're thinking about something else. We're having a bad feeling, and that's generally when it happens. Okay. So now we've got our fourth yoga posture in that series of four for the spine. Okay, so with this one, you want to be taking your legs, putting them out just as wide as is comfortable, and then sitting up nice and straight for your back. You can put your hands down, lift yourself up, and then just bring yourself forward slightly, sit back down again, so you're sitting on your sit bones, and then straighten your back. Doesn't matter how wide your legs are, just as wide as is comfortable. So we're stretching out again the spine here, and we're going to be stretching out either side of it. So with this, common mistake is trying to go down like this, but you're going over to the side. So place one leg on the leg, one hand on the leg, and then bring your other hand all the way over your head, look up at it, and follow it down, and then you can turn this hand round. And if you can grasp the foot, that's great. And grasp the toe with the other one. And you want to be looking up to the sky. So you're really stretching up here. If you can get it, you can put your head all the way down onto your leg here. Breathing, come up. So if that's a bit too much of a stretch for you, you can just put the hand on the leg, go over. Yeah, that's good. Then same the other side. And just work it up until you can fully stretch over. But keep the posture right, get as straight as possible, and then when you go over, even to there. That's great there. And as you get more flexible, you'll be able to go further and further and further down. Alright. Even to start with, you can start off even doing it sitting. Even sitting, starting off like that. Put the hand in, stretch over, put the hand down, stretch over. And just start to get that spine nice and loose. So that's 4 postures that we've done over the last few days. Forward, backwards, twist, and then side to side for your spine health, to get the energy flowing better, to prevent injuries as well. Do those 4, good 4 to do.
So make sure you join us tomorrow. Tomorrow's our halfway mark, so I'm going to be doing my weigh in, and we'll also see how different I look. Scary. And I'll also be measuring my waist. And Matthew's going to be sharing some more great information on a yoga posture.
Alright, my name is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead.
Take care.